All right, everybody. They're underway in Indianapolis, and the Fever lead 2-0. Sorry, I'm late. Body decided to act a little foolish, but we're going to get you to the action right now. And this game is tied at 2. They are just getting started. There's 9:25 left in the first period of play from Gainbridge House in Indianapolis, Indiana. We will get to your lineups. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh, here we go. Come on, let's get. What? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Hey, Blake. What? What? Are you kidding? Just a minute. Just a minute. I know I'm getting to it, everybody. Stay with me. Oh man, we got 25 folks waiting for this already. Cool. Okay. What? Okay. Okay. The Dreamer out to a 7-2 lead so far in the first quarter. There's 7:39 left in said first period. We got 23 watching. Just make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the listed Cash App to support the stream. And your super chats and your memberships support the dream also. Kelsey Mitchell has the 2 points for Indiana. And Tahina Powell just picked up a rebound off of a Caitlin Clark miss. Clark is 0 for 3 from the floor so far in the first quarter. 7:24 remaining in it. And Natasha Howard just committed a foul. Brianna Jones just missed a free throw. What in the world? I'm trying to find the feed while I'm at it. Jones splits a pair, and it's 8-2 Atlanta in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark to the hole. She gets a layup, draws the foul. She'll get a free throw. 8-4 with a free throw to come. Well, wait a second. Bishop J. Germain's in the house with us. Be patient, everybody. Clark missed the free throw. It remains 8-4. There's 7:06 left in the opening quarter. Griner picks up the rebound. This is going to be the first quarter play-by-play is going to be a little choppy as I look to find a consistent feed. But I'm going to bring you everything that's going on. Brianna Jones leads Atlanta with 5 points. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, the starting backcourt, have 4 points apiece. DeWanna Bonner commits a foul. And Bonner will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Oh, that's Alicia Gray that's headed to the free throw line. She splits a pair. Aaliyah Boston picks up the rebound. She had 13 rebounds on Saturday. Aha, that's how that happened. Okay. 6:45 left in the first. As mentioned, Brianna Jones leads all scorers with 5 points. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark each with a pair for Indiana's 4 points. Tahina Paopao picks up the foul. That is her first. Mitchell drops in a layup, making it 9-6. 6:18 left in the first. Las Vegas is shutting out Connecticut so far in the other game, 9-0. Brianna Jones with her third field goal. That gives her 7 in the game to lead all scorers. Indiana started slow on Saturday, but they were able to pick it up before the tail end of the first quarter. $25 watching our alternative play-by-play stream so far. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. We love you. We're trying to get everything situated. Aaliyah Boston just committed her first foul. Indiana has 4 team fouls. Griner gets the free throw, making it 12-6. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough enters the game. Ryan Howard checks out. Griner again. That's in. Atlanta leads by 7, 13-6. They lost their first game of the year, and that came on the road. Indiana won their first game, and that came at home. Counting down to 6 minutes left in the first quarter. The Indiana Fever off to a slow start, trailing 13-6. They're 0 for 1 from distance, and that 3-point field goal attempt was taken by Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell has 4 to lead Indiana. There's a foul on Brittney Griner. Lexi Hull will come in for DeWanna Bonner, who's off to a slow start this year. We're down to 5:47 left in the opening quarter. I'm going to get this doggone thing. Nia Coffey, former Northwestern Wildcat, is in the ball game. Walker-Kimbrough blocks Kelsey Mitchell's shot. Natasha Howard gets the offensive rebound, gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell misses, and Nia Coffey picks up the rebound. (13-6). Atlanta leads. 5:32 left in the opening period. Brianna Jones for 3. Missed that one from the left wing. Caitlin Clark picks up the rebound. Remember, Caitlin Clark snatched home a triple-double in Indiana's win. Mitchell drives and misses. Natasha Howard, the offensive rebound. And Natasha Howard tips it home, making the score 13-8. Aaliyah Boston blocks Alicia Gray's shot. Caitlin Clark picks up another rebound. That's her second. Here's a poll question for the folks that are tuning in. Do you think as Natasha Howard gets a layup, making it 13-10, Caitlin Clark gets the assist? Alicia Gray misses a 3-point shot out front. Nia Coffey, the offensive rebound. Brianna Jones gets a layup off the assist from Coffey. And that will take us to a timeout. 4:22 left in the first. It's the Atlanta Dream 15 and the Indiana Fever 10. And we're back with more. I'm doing my best to try to find the feed for this, but every update I'll bring it to you here. We got bonus coverage scheduled tonight for the NHL with game one of the Wales Conference Final between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers in Carolina. This matchup here tonight with Atlanta and Indiana, the Fever and the Dream, is the first of four. They'll meet in Atlanta on Thursday. They'll play once in June, once in July. And that will be their season series. Okay. Okay, that's what I need to do. Oh, come on. Blake, to answer your question, I'm trying to get a silent live stream of the game so I can do the play-by-play for you guys. That's how we're setting up our alternative play-by-play here. And I got this idea. Well, actually, I had this idea during COVID. Actually, let me be honest. I've had this idea for a long time. Just didn't know what it would be. Dolomite says CC going to get another triple-double. That's the question I wanted to ask you guys. Do you think Caitlin Clark can average a triple-double for the entire season? I say she can. I say that she can. What the heck? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find a stream and I'm having no luck. None. Oh, man. I'm having no luck whatsoever. None. And I hate this. I absolutely can't stand this. Well, let me do this. Lexi Hall gets a layup after another Caitlin Clark rebound. Ryan Howard missed a three. Clark the rebound. Lexi Hall gets a layup, making it 15-14. Tahina Pow picks up the foul. And a chance to tie the game. So far, the line on Caitlin Clark, she's 1 for 4, over 1 from distance. She's got 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So, like I said on Saturday, she's already flirting with a triple-double. Brianna Jones, Alicia Gray back in for Atlanta. 15-14, not a good start for either club. Atlanta's so far out of the gate 5 for 12. Indiana 7 for 14. Hull missed the free throw. Aaliyah Boston collects the offensive rebound, and then Brittney Griner says, "Get it out of here," and they'll have possession. Brianna Jones leads all scorers with 9 points. Everyone Everyone on the floor for Indiana has scored. Howard and Mitchell each with 4, and then 2 apiece for Boston, Clark, and Lexi Hall. Griner makes a hook shot, making it 17-14. And that is Griner's 4th point of the game. She's 1 for 2 from the field. She hit both her free throws. Alicia Gray just picked up a foul. And that'll send the Fever back to the free throw line, where they are 2 for 4 so far. Mitchell's free throw is good, making it 17-15. Man, I am having no luck whatsoever. None. Okay, Brian got an idea. Mitchell again, good. 17-16 Atlanta, 3:04 left in the first. Mitchell now has 6 points. Here's Gray with a 3. Got it. Back to a 4-point lead, 20-16. And then Natasha Howard just picked up an offensive foul. It's a 4-point lead for Atlanta, 20-16. Sydney Colson will give Caitlin Clark a breather. Mitchell leads the Fever with 6 points. Brianna Jones with 9 to lead Atlanta. We're off and running in the first quarter. Damaris Dantes will enter the game for Natasha Howard, as Howard has to depart with 2 early fouls. Watching the Rangers and Thunder tonight. I can't watch everything. Mick Dunn is with us. Thank you, Mick. Thank you again for doing this. I gamble for a living. I may bet this game. I believe the Dream could pull the upset. I also bet the Cubs tonight. I lean Hurricanes and under 5.5. I lean Panthers, but with the same number. Lexi Hull picks up the foul. Griner drops her first free throw, making it 22-16. Atlanta with 5 quick points. And the 22 matches the number that Indiana put up in the first quarter on Saturday against the Sky. The second attempt on the way, good. I'm going to take a look at something here. I'm looking at a few new tools that I can use also. I don't see anything. Aaliyah Boston to the hole. She lays it in, making it 22-18. And we have 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. If you like the stream so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can support us also with a Cash App donation to $Tallman Dr. K50. And you can also, as Griner drops a shot, making it 24-18. Dantes misses a jumper, and Maya Caldwell, who's on for Atlanta, picks up the rebound. So it's Brianna Jones, Brittney Griner, Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, and Maya Caldwell, I beg your pardon, on the floor for Atlanta. Alicia Gray misses a 3. Damaris Dantes the rebound. 1:24 left in the first. And Lexi Hall turned the ball over. Third turnover for Indiana here in the first quarter. 1:10 left in the first. Want to have some behind the scenes goodies? Then what you can do is Become a member of the channel. The link to join, I'll put in the description here in just a moment. I'll put it in the description at the end of the first quarter. And Hull commits the foul, and that's her second. Rocky start so far for Indiana. Going to keep you updated on all the scores. They're close to the end of the first quarter in Connecticut, and Las Vegas leads that game. Now 24-13, 34.9 left in the first quarter. Here we're counting down to the end of the first quarter, and it's 24-18 Atlanta. Still in the process of trying to get all of our tools together. Blake Hammock says, so I think she can, but it'd be very difficult with the rebounds, which is one of the 3 easiest stats to make a triple-double. I think Caitlin can average a triple-double for the season. I really do. There was a review, a referee-initiated review, and the call was overturned. So they make it a clear path foul, which means 2 free throws and possession for Atlanta. They're already up by 6. You don't want to give them any more points. Mitchell out, Clark in for the Fever, who trail by 6. With 1:10 left in the quarter, Ryan Howard drops at the first free throw for her first point of the game, making it 25-18. Howard again. Yep, 26-18. DeWanna Bonner in for Lexi Hall. Tahina Powell, the rookie from South Carolina, in for Maya Caldwell. 8-point Atlanta lead, 1:09 left in the first. Brianna Jones with 9, Brittney Griner with 8 to lead Atlanta here in the first quarter. It's an 8-point lead as we count down to a minute left in the first quarter of play. Brianna Jones gets the layup. She now has 11. And it's a 10-point lead, 28-18, with 34 and a half seconds left in the first quarter. Colson from the free throw line comes up shooting good, making it 28-20. And Atlanta just cans a 3. And now they have matched their biggest lead at 11. They have made their biggest lead, I beg your pardon, at 11. 31-20. Alicia Gray bangs home another 3. Gray is 2 for 5 from distance. And Caitlin Clark has an answer. Clark with 5 in the game, and that closes the quarter. End of 1, Atlanta 31 and the Fever 23. Second quarter comes your way in a little bit. RC is with us. What's up, RC? I'm trying to get all the tools together so I can really do this game effectively for you guys. But so far, nothing's cooperating. Dang it. Yeah, Caitlin's back in the game, RC, and she just banged home a 3 before the first quarter horn. Frank got an idea. Oh, dag nabbit. Oh, come on. Mm. I'm having no kind of luck whatsoever. None. All right. For those of you that are just tuning in, welcome. Secondly, it's 31-23 Atlanta as we are at the end of the first quarter. High scoring period, despite all the missed shots on both sides. Hmm. Are you guys doing okay out there tonight? Let me know where you're watching and listening from and how I can make this better for you guys. Hmm. What? No. Brianna Turner comes in for Demiris Dantas for the Indiana Fever. They'll start with the ball to begin the second period. All right, I think I may have found a solution, and I'm going to try my best. All right, your second quarter lineup for Atlanta goes Jones, Griner, so the two bigs stay in, Gray, Howard, and Pow Pow, who just got called for a travel. For the homestanding Fever, it's Bonner, Boston, Clark, Turner, and Colson. Bonner from 18 missed it. And Atlanta claims the rebound, and Indiana wants time. Excuse me. I've been doing that all day. I have been sneezing my brains out all day. My computer at home, sitting on the porch, kind of pregame ritual before Canes games. Oh, you know what? Thanks, RC. Try us now. What? Are you kidding me? Well, I think I just found out why I can't get the feed. I found out why I can't get the feed, folks. Seems there's something we like to call a blackout. Because I can get the Las Vegas game with no problem. But that's not the game I want, dang it. And to test my theory, yeah, that's the only one they're listing. That's the only one they're listing. And as I said, to test my theory, bingo. Bingo. To answer your question, RC, I'm in Indiana. I should have known. I should have known. I thought I'd be able to break through and be able to pick that game up. Nope. I'm sorry, folks. But I think I'm going to have to end this stream way earlier than I wanted to. Well, Las Vegas is up 8 on Connecticut in the second quarter. The Fever are at a timeout. Indiana Fever just took a timeout. That's why. That's why. It's blacked out. Even on the league pass, it's blocked out. Really? Because I live in this state, it's blocked out. You know, did y'all ever have one of those days? Yeah. I can't pick up the feed for the Fever game because it's blacked out here in Indiana. Ay, ay, ay. Dale Allen says, no problem, brother. You do the best you can. From Oshkosh, Wisconsin, at the home of Tyrese Halliburton. One hell of a basketball player, and I support Caitlin Clark also. Thanks, Dale. Thanks. I'm doing this so I can turn it into a living until I get my legs back under me and I can go back live on on you know what? I'm not giving up on this. I'm going to keep doing it the way I was doing it. Even though the feed is blacked out. Brianna Jones misses a layup, gets the rebound, missed it. Brianna Jones missed her layup. Aaliyah Boston, the rebound. Indiana trails by 8 with 8:19 left in the first half. There are local stations, RC, but not one here where I live that can pick it up. Although I'm trying to find it. And Boston just turned the ball over. And now Brianna Jones just turned the ball over as she commits an offensive foul. I'm going to find this thing. I don't care what it takes. Aha! I know what to do. I'm going to keep trying. Nia Coffey enters the game for Brianna Jones, who gets her first break of the night. Colson misses a 3 from the right wing, and Nia Coffey pulls down the rebound. It's an 8-point lead, 7:46 remaining in the half. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Howard driving in, gets the layup, give Nia Coffey the assist. And it's 33-23. And Colson just turned the ball over. Mitchell in for Boston. Howard comes in for Colson. Tahina Paopao is now out. Slow start for the Indiana Fever, who are down by 10. Gray drives, misses. DeWanna Bonner the rebound. Now it's time for the Fever to make a move. They trail 33-23 with 7 minutes remaining in the first half. What? Wait a minute. How come? Okay. Turner misses the layup. Brianna Turner. Nia Coffey the rebound. Out to Howard. She misses a three. Caitlin Clark picks up the rebound. That's her fifth. And she dishes to Mitchell, and she's got the layup. So Caitlin Clark is halfway to a triple-double with 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And we have 6:17 left in the half. Though I would wager she'll trade the triple-double for a victory. And right now they trail by 8. Make it 10 as Brittney Griner drops in the bucket. She has 10. And that's the difference right now. 35-25 Atlanta. They have led all the way. And Ryan Howard just committed a shooting foul. And Caitlin Clark has 3 free throws, and she just dropped in the first one. 35-26. Clark again, good. 35-27. Lexi Hall in for Brianna Turner. Brianna Jones, after a quick rest, is in for Alicia Gray. And now Griner checks out. Clark for 3. Got it. 35-28. She gets all 3 free throws and now has 8 points. Shatori Walker Kimbrough lost the ball out of bounds. (35-28). Indiana the ball, looking to cut the lead to 5 or 4 with a long one. Doing our best here with this one, folks. Going to try to get you through this one as best we can, even though I cannot at this time pick up the live feed because it's blacked out. Doggone it. But I'm not going to let this stop me. I am not going to let this stop me. And Clark just turned the ball over, and that'll take us to a timeout. Indiana calls time with 5:42 left in the second quarter. Atlanta Dream 35 and the Indiana Fever 28. What? Every time I think I have an idea of how to get this, it fizzles out. And I hate that. BGS Ibmore puts $2 super chat on the. He says I got the stream on my got it up on my stream yard now. Thank you, BGS. Thank you. Now I know to stick around. Oh, they do? Wait a minute. You better be right, Blake. Big Dog backs you on that? Let's find out. All right. Try again. Try it. Let's see what happens. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right. I think we're in business. I believe we are in business, folks. And thank you again to BGS for the big assist, putting it up on his channel. I appreciate it. What the? Are you kidding me? Do this. All right. We are awaiting the end of a timeout. And I think I'm in business. All right. We're in business. Okay. Indiana is wearing the blue uniforms with the yellow numbers. And they're just coming back from a timeout. DeWanna Bonner called for a foul, and she doesn't believe it. It's 35-28. Atlanta leads by 7. They've led by as many as 11 in this game. And it's Indiana with possession. Down by 7 and full court pressure shown by the Atlanta Dream. Mitchell to come in. In play, it comes to Howard, and they break the pressure. Here comes Howard on the drive all the way in on Brianna Jones. Shoots it up. No good. Travel. And Howard turns the ball over for a third time. And now Indiana brings the pressure. And they have it in play to Caldwell. Caldwell trots it up in the front court. Caldwell standing dribble, works her way to the left, picks up the dribble, dumps it down low to Jones. Jones backs in, runs over people, and they're looking for an offensive foul. None called, but DeWanna Bonner picks up the rebound. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell on the fly with a wraparound dribble in the front court, works it right side. Comes back out, 3-point stripe between the rings, plays it right to Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall works off the Howard screen. Hall with a scissor dribble on the right baseline, looking for help, drops it to Howard on the right wing. Howard fadeaway shot with a left hand rolls in. 5 minutes for the half, and Indiana has crawled back to within 5 at 35-30, and 4:55 remaining in the first half of play. Ryan Howard on the move, left of the lane, all the way in, pitch out right corner, 3 on the way, splash! Lead back to 8, 38-30. Walker Kimbrough banged home a 3. Bonner across into the front court outside right, works off the Mitchell screen. Bonner picks up a dribble looking for help, drops it to Howard on the right wing. Caitlin Clark comes to get it, deep on the right wing, 10 to shoot. Clark backs up for 3, in and out. And the rebound taken down by Nia Coffey. Nia Coffey hustles it up for Atlanta. Coffey on the move, hands it to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough off to the left, bumps into Clark, nothing called. Flips it right side to Jones. Jones off the screen comes Walker Kimbrough, over the top to Jones, out of bounds. It belongs to the Indiana Fever. That 3 from the corner was actually a 2 by Walker Kimbrough. So instead of an 8-point lead, it's a 7-point lead with 4:08 remaining in the first half. We apologize to all the fans that have tuned in. Got everything situated. Thank you, Blake, for the assist. Thank you, BGS, for the assist. And here we go. Left to right come the Indiana Fever as Caitlin Clark directs traffic in the front court. Out front to Boston between the circles. Boston holds and looks. 14 to shoot. Hands it to Clark. Clark off the Boston screen. Lifts up a 3. Bingo! 11 for Caitlin Clark. And the Indiana Fever have crawled back to within 4 with 3:45 left in the first half. Alicia Gray at the controls, out between the rings, works her way to the right against Lexi Hull. Out front, Brittney Griner. Griner swings it back left. A 3 by Walker Kimbrough, banked around and out. Rebound tip on the floor. Atlanta comes out with it. They'll get a second try. Right down the lane comes Walker Kimbrough. Missed the layup. Howard the rebound. Ahead to Caitlin Clark. 3:25 left in the first half. Caitlin Clark with a wraparound dribble. Clark on the drive into the lane. Lean in, flip on Griner. Nope, no foul. And now we get a jump ball. There was no foul called on Caitlin Clark when she got hit by Griner. Let's take a look. Well, they're looking at the 3 that she hit. She actually got fouled on that shot. Saying that's 2 that they missed. 11 points for Caitlin Clark. She's 2 of 4 from distance. And pleading her case to the referees. Indiana back to within 4. Jump ball between Howard and Griner easily wins the tip. And Gray with a crossover dribble against Kelsey Mitchell. Over the top end to Griner. Griner, turnaround shot in the lane. Good. 6-point lead, 39-33, and 3 minutes left in the first half. Caitlin Clark, backdoor to Mitchell. Got the layup. 39-35. Indiana stays within 4. 2:50 for the first half. Tahina Pau in the front court. Now plays it right side to Alicia Gray. A 3-pointer out front. Good. Big 3. 42-35. Atlanta by 7. And 2:35 remaining in the first half. Caitlin Clark with a bounce pass to Howard. Howard on the drive. Spins into the lane with a fake. Lost the ball. Another jump ball. AB Media checking in from Indianapolis, Indiana. AB, thanks for tuning in. 2:29 left in the first half. 42-35 in favor of the Atlanta Dream. They've led all the way. Indiana has been as close as 4. Volleyball tip under the basket. It's taken by Atlanta. Second straight jump ball they've won. Here comes Pau into the front court in the right corner. Pau has it back on the right wing. They throw it underneath left for Griner, and it's out of bounds. Brianna Jones back in for the Atlanta Dream, and it's Naz Hillman that checks out. Each team 5 turnovers apiece. 2:08 for the half. Here's Clark into the front court, dancing on the dribble outside left. Clark on the attack, left of the lane, comes up shooting and hitting. She's got 13. 2 minutes for the half. 5-point Atlanta lead, 42-37. And time is called on the floor, I believe. Or do we have a substitution? Caitlin Clark looking for another foul, not going to get it. 5-point lead, 42-37. Alicia Gray to Griner, top of the circle. Griner holds and looks, hands it to Walker Kimbrough, back to Gray on the left wing. Up top pass intended for Jones, gathered in by Pow, the rookie from South Carolina. Here's Griner, fadeaway shot right baseline. Lexi Hall the rebound. A chance for the Fever to cut it to 3 or 2 of the long one. Caitlin Clark on the fly, in the front court, spins on the dribble, backs up, works her way to the left, lost the ball, stolen by Atlanta. Back, they come the other way to Maya Caldwell. She missed the layup, but drew the foul. Ryan Howard, I beg your pardon, drew the foul. And the veteran from Kentucky will head to the free throw line. And Aaliyah Boston is screaming for a replay. Now Stephanie White takes up the argument. Howard's free throw, good. 43-37, 6-point lead. And looking at the replay, I'm wondering how that's a foul. That's not me being a homer. That's me looking at the replay. The second attempt on the way, good. 7-point lead for the Atlanta Dream, 44-37. 80 seconds left in the first half, and Caitlin Clark brings it up. Caitlin Clark leans over the dribble, comes across into the front court, bounce pass to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell leans over the dribble against Howard, out to Clark for 3. Splash! Here she goes. Back to a 4-point lead, 44-40. And a minute to go in the first half. Tahina Pow on the dribble, and Clark with a steal. Chance to make it a 2-point game. Outlet pass to Lexi Hall, all the way to the hoop, has her shot blocked. Rebound, Howard goes back up, clobbered, no call. Yes, there is a call. And Brittney Griner and some members of the Heat making sure that Natasha Howard is okay. Soon as Clark got open, Mitchell hit her with the pass, and Clark was able to bang it home. She's got 14 in the first half. Coming up at the half is the Wanna Parlay halftime report. All the stats, facts, and figures from here in the first half of the game tonight. And thank you, Blake Hammock, for the big assist tonight. I appreciate it. And yes, AB, that is correct. Atlanta 44, Indiana 40, 51.4 left in the first half. Caitlin Clark has been clobbered the last few times she's been down the floor, though she's able to bang home 2 3-point goals. Top of the third in Tampa. Houston leads the Tampa Bay Rays 2-0. The Washington Nationals lead the Atlanta Braves 4-3. They're at the end of 4. I'll have to bookmark this weapon that Blake just told me about. 38 watching. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you feel that you can, please become a member of the channel, or you can contribute to the channel via a super chat or via a Cash App. And I know Blake's going to depart here pretty soon because it's getting close to the witching hour for them, as they'll start the Wales Conference Final between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers, the defending Stanley Cup champions. – 51.4 left in the first half. Atlanta 44, Indiana 40. Atlanta's already in the bonus Indiana has 14 fouls. Caitlin Clark to pull the trigger, baseline right. Still looking. Over the top pass into Howard. Or to Boston, I beg your pardon. Out front, Lexi Hall. Right side, Caitlin Clark steps back against Ryan Howard. Clark on the move, right baseline, gives it back to Boston. Boston with a fake on Griner. Stops, fakes, lean in, flip. Rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Brianna Jones. And 30 seconds for the half. Indiana should get another shot. That ball tipped out of bounds by Leah Boston. A little bit of a delay on that offense for Indiana. There was a little bit of confusion, I beg your pardon. Ryan Howard will pull the trigger. Baseline right. Howard looks. And we get a whistle. And a loose ball foul against Brittney Griner. I don't know about that. Those are just two bigs ready to set screens and get after the ball. So Indiana has the ball with a chance to cut it to 2 or 1 with a long one. Caitlin Clark leans over the dribble against Ryan Howard. 16 seconds left in the half. 10 on the shot clock. Clark comes off the screen from Mitchell. Clark all the way to the right. Bounce pass out front Howard. 18-footer. Got it. 2-point game with 10 seconds left in the half. In play, it comes to Howard. Let's see if Indiana can play a little defense. 7, 6. Now 5. Howard across the timeline. 4 seconds. 3. Now 2. Howard with a fake. Lean in. 3. And that's the half. So the Indiana Fever, who trailed this game by as many as 11, have crawled back to win it a pair. We're at halftime, and your score is 44-42 in favor of the Atlanta Dream. Phew! Pretty good half so far. Pretty good half. Let's take time out. We'll come back with your halftime totals after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the
Yeah!
Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message.
All right, Indiana shooting 50% from the field, 3 of 6 from distance. They've committed 10 turnovers and only 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Atlanta 15 out of 35 from the field. They only have 7 turnovers, but 10 points off of the Indiana turnovers. Phew. If it sounds like I'm out of breath, I am. Blake Hammock says I'm kind of nervous. Why are you nervous? Jason Howell, you are the man, Snowman. Y'all are too kind. You all are too kind. Hey, you want to see something cool? For the next 10 people with between today and Friday, because I got streams scheduled all week, for the next 10 people that will join the get a membership on the channel. Now, what am I talking about? I'm going to say the next 20. The next 20 that join the channel, y'all are going to get one of these. Here, there. Y'all are going to get one of these. This is available with a membership to the Snowman Multimedia YouTube channel and also accompanies a membership on Patreon. So there's that. But I really want to offer something to you guys for showing your support. Also, you can show your support via my Pampered Chef channel on Facebook. Go to Facebook, search Snowman's Pampered Chef Party, where we are raising money for pancreatic cancer. And the site that my wife directed me to, and the site that we're going to use is PanCan, PANCAN.org. That's PANCAN.org. I got to take a breather. Third quarter after this on Snowman Multimedia. You're home for the Indiana Fever.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
All right, we're getting ready to start the third quarter. I'm going to see if I can get Victor in here to help out with the commentary this evening. He was so gracious to help out on Saturday. Brittney Griner leads the Dream with 12 points. Brianna Jones next with 11, and Ryan Howard with 9. Indiana is led by Caitlin Clark, who has 16 to lead all scores. Kelsey Mitchell next with 10. And Aaliyah Borston is third in scoring with 6 points. As they're getting ready to start the third period, we'll take you around the baseball diamond as Houston leads Tampa Bay 2-0. They're in the top of the fourth. Toronto leads San Diego 1-0. They're in the top of the fifth at Sky Dome. They're in a delay on the south side with the Mariners and the White Sox. They're in the bottom of the second in St. Louis. Detroit leads the Cardinals 2-0. Florida and Carolina just getting started in game one of the Wales Conference Final, Eastern Conference Final, for those of you that have been here since 1994, and they are scoreless. Indiana outscored Atlanta in that second quarter 19-13 after Atlanta put up 31 in the first quarter of play tonight. Getting ready to start quarter number 3. As they are talking, the TV crew is talking to assistant coach Austin Kelly from the Indiana Fever. Ready to start quarter number 3. Jones, Griner, Gray, Howard, and Pow, the starters for Atlanta. To start the third quarter for Indiana, it's Howard, Boston, Mitchell, Clark, and Lexi Hall. Caitlin Clark leads all with 16 points, 3 of 5 from distance after she missed her first 2 shots of her first 2 3-point field goals, I should say, of the third quarter. We're ready to get going. With the third period of play, Atlanta leads by 2. Indiana in the blue uniforms with the yellow numbers and lettering. Aaliyah Boston sharing a laugh with one of the officials. Atlanta will travel left to right for the second half. Caitlin Clark and the Fever will go right to left. Atlanta in the road red uniforms, white numbers and lettering. As we start the third quarter, they haven't played to Ryan Howard. Howard trots it up, guarded by DeWanna Bonner. Howard in the front court. A step back 3, splash, and that's how we begin the third quarter. 47-42, Atlanta by 5. They've led by as many as 11. Caitlin Clark across the timeline into the front court. Over the top pass to Boston on the right wing. Back to Caitlin Clark. She'll answer. No, she won't. Rebound Ryan Howard. Atlanta has controlled the boards. Tahina Pow in the front court. Back to Howard on the left wing. Howard had the ball poked away, able to get it back. 15 to shoot. Ryan Howard on the drive into the lane. Fakes. Fadeaway shot in the lane. And air ball. Rebound Brianna Jones. Jones tied up by Mitchell and a jump ball. Good job by Mitchell. Jones was trapped underneath, unable to get a pass away. 47-42. The Atlanta Dream lead by 5 and 9:17 left in the third quarter. Jones wins the tip to Pow. Pitch out Howard, a 3 from the right wing. Rebound chased down by Jones. They'll get another try. Griner out front, back to Howard. She'll try again for 3. Yep. 6 quick points by the Atlanta Dream put them back up 8. 8:59 left in the third. Here's Mitchell on the drive, right baseline. Circles the wagons, goes over the top end to Boston. Got bumped, no call. Boston now has to retreat. Backs her way into the lane. Lean in, flip on Griner. Good, and a foul called. They don't give her the basket. What? They do not give her they did not give her the basket. The unforgiven, is Sophie still injured? At this point in time, yes. Clock looks to come in play to Boston. Boston has it between the rings. 8:45 left in the third. Out front, Natasha Howard. Howard on the drive into the lane. That shot's blocked by Griner. Cleared by Griner. Ahead to Pow Pow on the push. Left to right. Pow Pow in the front court. Finds Howard. Looking for three in a row. She's got it. 9 quick points by Ryan Howard. And that forces Stephanie White to take time on the floor. 8:29 left in the third. And Atlanta starting to pull away. They lead 53-42. Back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
How about some trivia? Which current WNBA star is the only player with 4 consecutive Most Outstanding Player awards in college basketball? I'll repeat the question again. Who's the only current WNBA star with 4 consecutive Most Outstanding Players in the NCAA tournament? Caitlin Clark has 20 points and 10 assists in 9 games, second most all time. Boston has it in the front court. They give it to Howard out front. On the left side is Lexi Hull. Hull holds and looks. Out front, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark threw it away. Jones with a steal. Here comes Jones. Flips a pass ahead to Pow Pow. She lays it in. 55-42. 11 straight points for Atlanta to begin the third quarter. And this is just covering the last minute 50. Here's Howard to the hole. Shoots it in and draws the foul. Maybe this will get him started. 7:57 left in the third. And Aaliyah Boston to the free throw line after the lefty layup. The free throw is good. 10-point lead. 55-45. Aaliyah Boston, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists on the night. Howard has it outside left. Howard dancing on the dribble, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. Howard drops a low to Brittney Griner. Griner backs in. Fadeaway hook shot. Good. So they get 2 of the points right back. as Griner makes it a 12-point lead, 57-45. Caitlin Clark spins on the dribble into the lane, double fake, shoots it up. Nope, foul called. She'll shoot two. Now, I'll give this to Ryan Howard. She has stuck to Caitlin Clark like glue, but a good double fake by Caitlin Clark to draw the foul. That's Alicia Gray, I beg your pardon. That is stuck to Caitlin Clark. Free throw, no good. That's the second missed free throw of the night for Caitlin Clark. 16 points she has. Shooting for point number 17. She's got it. 11-point lead, 57-46. And now Indiana must come up with a stop. On the floor, stolen by Mitchell. Here they come, 3-on-2. Over the top pass to Clark, back to Mitchell on the right wing. She'll lift up a three. Got it! Lead back down to 8, 57-49. And 7:08 left in the third. At the timeline is Pow. On the left side is Jones. Here's a three from the left wing. That's no good. Rebound Griner. Griner backs in on Boston, shoots it up. Nope, Boston the rebound. Chance to cut it to 6 or 5 with a long one as Caitlin Clark on the fly. Clark on the drive right of the lane. Turns back out. Clark backs up, 3-point stripe with a standing dribble. A deep one. Not that time. Rebound chased down by Griner. Not the shot you wanted if you're Indiana. Pow in the front court. Feeds it left side over the top pass into Griner. Goes up, had it blocked by Boston. Out of bounds. It belongs to Indiana. 57-49. 8-point Atlanta lead. And again, they led all the way. And they're trying to confirm if that's a 3-point field goal or not. And that's the stoppage right now. No, there's a foul on Ryan Howard. At the timeline, they look to come in. They come into Lexi Hall. Boston has it between the rings, 3-point stripe. On the left side is Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell, another deep three off the back of the rim. Rebound chased down by Colson. It's tapped out of bounds. And it will stay with Indiana. Brianna Turner in the ball game for the Indiana Fever. And a good play by Brianna Turner. Foul line extended right. Caitlin Clark looks to pull the trigger. In play to Mitchell on the right wing. Here's Mitchell dancing on the dribble at the free throw line. Chased by Pow in a switch. Turner gives it back to Mitchell. Up top, Boston. Boston holds and looks. Here comes Boston on the drive in on Griner. Fakes. Goes up with a lefty hook. Good! 57-51. 6-point game. Out to Ryan Howard on the left wing. Ryan Howard holds and looks. Here she comes on the move into the lane. Shovel pass underneath to Griner. Caitlin Clark with a steal. Chance to make it a 4-point game. Here comes Clark. Drops a pass to Turner. She goes up. Nope, foul call. She'll shoot two. Turner to the free throw line. Offers the first one. Got it. Brianna Turner out of Notre Dame. Griner checks out. Pow checks out. The second attempt on the way. No good. Here comes Boston on the drive. Spins in. Fakes. Goes up. Oh, wait. That's a replay. I beg your pardon. That's a replay I was describing. The second attempt on the way, in and out, rebound taken down by Atlanta. Ryan Howard at the controls, guarded by Lexi Hall. Indiana on a 10-2 run. Here's Howard losing the dribble, back up top to Jones. Alicia Gray has it off to the right, dumps a pass under to Jones. She goes up with a hook shot. Nope, foul called. It's been all Atlanta so far tonight. Jones to the free throw line. She offers the first one here. Yep. That's a dozen for Brianna Jones. Ryan Howard leads them with 18. Caitlin Clark leads the Fever with 17. In fact, Ryan Howard's 18, 9 of which have come in the third as the second one drops, leads all scorers. 59-52. Mitchell in the front court. Mitchell over to the right side for Turner, fakes the handoff. Turner still holds it. Now a steal. Here they come the other way. Coffee to the hole. Has it blocked by Turner out of bounds. I'll tell you what, every time Indiana has gotten close, Atlanta has had an answer. Give them credit. That's Walker Kimbrough who had her layup blocked. The Connecticut Sun are getting drilled at home by Las Vegas. That score is 71-40. Howard to pull the trigger, baseline right. In play to Jones, back to Howard. On the left side is Gray. Gray guarded by Mitchell. Out front it comes to Walker Kimbrough, guarded by Caitlin Clark. Walker Kimbrough on the drive. Over the top pass underneath to Howard. A pitch out to Gray, a straight on three. Yep. 62-52 Atlanta. They're back up double digits. Atlanta 7 for 22 from three-point land. Kelsey Mitchell dancing on the dribble. Mitchell whips a pass out to Turner. 18-footer missed. Rebound Walker Kimbrough. Back comes Atlanta on the push. Left to right. Walker Kimbrough in the front court. Stops three-point stripe. Picks up her dribble. Pitches it right side to Howard. They dump it low to Jones. Back outside. A three on the way. Yep. Every time, I told you, Atlanta, every time, that's Naz Hillman who hits the three-point goal. 65-52. Here they come the other way. Turner has it out front. Boston, a straight on three. Rebound, Lexi Hull, but a loose ball foul against Atlanta. 4:03 left in the third. It's 65-52. The Atlanta Dream with the lead. And from Blake, who is checking out game one of the Wales Conference Final, Carolina was on the power play. Now it's a 4-on-4. Florida will be on the power play in a couple of minutes. Lexi Hull's free throw. Got it. 65-53. What's up, Victor?
What's up? You called, I came a running.
Been one of those kind of games. 65-53 our score and 3:57 remaining in the third quarter. Thanks for the interaction from everybody. The second attempt on the way, rims out. Rebound taken down by Brianna Jones. Tahina Pow on the push. Stutter step dribble on Caitlin Clark. Spins down the lane and shoots it up no good, but a foul call. And that sends Alicia Gray to the free throw line for 2 free throws. This has been a difficult game for Indiana, but credit to Atlanta. They seized control early on and have not relinquished it.
Well, if Indiana thought they were going to have another easy game, they were proven sorely mistaken.
Oh, yeah. Said it during the morning show. Can't take anybody lightly. Free throw good for Alicia Gray, the lefty. Now sitting on 13 points. The second attempt on the way, good. 14 for Alicia Gray. And the mistake Indiana is making, they're sending them to the free throw line. They're 15 of 17 from the line. Indiana 9 of 14. 3:45 left in the third. Here's Hall with an 18-footer. Bank, no. Rebound, Howard. Howard, double fake, goes back up. Yes. 67-55. 3:34 left in the third. Over the top pass in play to Maya Caldwell. Caldwell out front to Gray. Left-handed pass to Brianna Jones. She goes up. Nope. Foul called, and Jones shoots 2. And from what we're being told, the Panthers are up 1-0 on Carolina.
Here we go.
Timberwolves and Thunder will start, or they should be getting started here in the next few minutes. Indiana got to within 2 at halftime, 44-42, but then Ryan Howard took care of that with 3 consecutive three-point shots. The first one, good. Brianna Jones now sitting on 14 points and 8 rebounds. Brittney Griner set to check back in. The second attempt on the way is no good, and the rebound snatched down by Howard. Kind of a disjointed game for Indiana. They still have time to come back and get it, but they have to solve this Atlanta defense. Here's Clark, right of the lane, comes back out with a right-handed dribble, dumps a pass low to Howard. Natasha Howard backs in, comes back out to Mitchell, dump pass Howard. She goes up, missed the layup, ball on the floor, comes out to Aaliyah Boston, out to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark with 12 to shoot, backs up on the dribble, orders everybody to settle down, but we get a foul called out front. (24-13) has been the scoring so far in the third quarter after Indiana held the advantage in the second quarter. Aaliyah Boston back to the free throw line. And this is where Indiana needs to attack. They need to get the ball inside. Right. Free throw good. 14 for Aaliyah Boston. (68-56). Aaliyah Boston back to the free throw line. The second attempt on the way, good. At the end of the game, we'll award our Snowman's Pampered Chef Party most valuable, most outstanding player of the game. Here's Hillman, stops, 18-footer. Yep. They've broken the pressure very, very easily. 2:40 for the third. Howard hands it off to the right. Howard over the top pass into Mitchell, and they lost the ball. Another costly turnover against the Indiana Fever. 13 for the game, 9 for Atlanta. There's your difference. One of the major differences. They've taken care of the ball. Hillman dances on the dribble to the right side for Walker Kimbrough. 12 to shoot. Backdoor cut, Gray. Missed the layup. Ball on the floor. They scramble for it, and Kimbrough comes up with it. Walker Kimbrough dumps it low for Griner. Griner backs in. Fadeaway shot. Nope. Foul called. And Griner shoots a pair. Griner to the free throw line. Misses the free throw. She's sitting on 14 points. 2:09 left in the third. Ryan Howard back on for Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray had 27 in the Atlanta opener. The second attempt on the way is good. 71-57. Atlanta Dream lead by 14 and 2 minutes for the third. Here's Clark on the left side. 18-footer, splash. 19 for Caitlin Clark in the contest. But this is the end where Indiana has to shape up. They've got to turn the screws defensively.
Yeah.
Hillman dancing on the dribble out front. In the left corner, Walker Kimbrough's three. Nope, long rebound chased down by Natasha Howard. Howard on the fly in the front court. Hands it back to Mitchell. Mitchell, 18-footer from the left. He settled again, and they've been doing that all night to their own detriment, settling for shots and a tangle, and everybody goes falling down. And a foul called on Kelsey Mitchell. So things looked so easy for the Fever in the first game, not so much here in the second game.
Not at all.
But there's 42 more games left in the season. Here's the difference for tonight. Atlanta is 17 for 21 from the free throw line. Indiana 11 for 16. Here's the free throw. It's no good for Satori Walker-Kimbrough. Brianna Jones is in. Nas Hilton is out for Atlanta. They lead by 12, 71-59. They've outscored the Indiana Fever 27-17. Second free throw, good. 72-59. Fever looking for some answers. They have it in play to Mitchell. Mitchell across the timeline into the front court. Works off the Boston screen. Mitchell stops, pops, got it from the right wing. 72-61. 1:15 left in the third. Mitchell in the front court gives it to Howard, guarded by Lexi Hall. Howard back to the right side for Kimbrough. A three on the way. Nope, but a foul. She'll get 3 free throws.
Uh-oh.
Ay, ay, ay. It's one of those nights for the Indiana Fever, and it happens to any professional team. What can go wrong will go wrong.
Yep.
And Mitchell departs with 2 fouls. Walker-Kimbrough's free throw is no good. She'll have 3 free throws. 72-61 our score. 1:03 left in the third. Free throw again. Yep, 73-61. Got to look at it here. You would think Indiana would get a shot. We'll get a shot at a 2-for-1 before we close the quarter. Third free throw. Yes. 74-61 with a minute left in the third. Mitchell across into the front court. Mitchell leans over the dribble, drives in left of the lane and lays it in. 9-point lead, 11-point lead, I beg your pardon, 74-63. Brianna Jones at the free throw line. Fakes, pitches it right corner to Howard. Howard fakes, now takes the three and misses it. And the rebound to Aaliyah Boston, and she'll bring it up herself. 35 seconds left. Boston charges right down the lane and scoops it in off the glass. Haven't seen Taylor Theory yet for Atlanta. Might see her here toward the end of the quarter. 74-65. We're down to 20 seconds. Aaliyah Boston, 17 points. Lead in flip by Howard. Nope. Rebound Jones. Back up. Blocked, but a foul called. And that foul is charged to Aaliyah Boston. That will be her third. Atlanta led by 8 at the end of 1, by 2 at halftime. And they're up 9 here in the third quarter. Make it 10 with that free throw from Brianna Jones. 16 points for Brianna Jones. Clark has 19 to lead Indiana. And what Atlanta has effectively done and may have opened up a blueprint is they forced Kelsey Mitchell to be the ball handler. And they've taken the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands.
Yeah.
17.4 left in the third. Second shot, good. 11-point lead for the Atlanta Dream, 76-65. 13 seconds left. Does Indiana have a couple more runs left in them? 8, 7, count it down with us. 6, 5. Clark sets the screen. Mitchell to the hoop, missed it. Rebound comes down to Ryan Howard. Ahead, it comes to Alicia Gray, her 40-footer. Bank no, and that's the quarter. So we're done with 3, and Atlanta's on their way to the first win of the year. They lead the Indiana Fever, doggone it, I can't talk right now, 76-65 as we head to the money period.
This is rough.
Yeah, it's rough, but look at it like this. Second game of the season. You get to feel out an opponent, and they see them 48 hours later in Atlanta.
Sure.
So how are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. Can't complain too much.
Most Vet joins us as a professional at work. Take notes. Oh, man, y'all are too kind. I appreciate that. You guys are too kind. Victor has seen me work like this before, but he's also seen me work beyond the point of exhaustion behind the microphone.
Exactly. We don't need to go that far.
To the point where, folks, to the point where there was one game I started and Victor was with me and I was doing fine for the first half. Unfortunately, there are two halves to the game. And I about dropped like a rock.
Right.
And I was ordered by my engineer to take the second half off and go sleep somewhere, which I did. Jimmy Haddad says, thank you for the coverage, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Item, I appreciate you coming in too. We're heading for the money period, 76 to 65 in favor of the Atlanta Dream. Pretty good audience we've had tonight. 38 watching. Make sure you like 50 overall. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Become a member if you can for as low as $2.99 a month. You can hit the super chat and the Cash App to support the channel and support the stream. And as our buddy Charles Faulkner says, best support your interests. I went back and looked at that funeral again.
I know you did.
Led by the master himself, Cole Johnson. Oh, you want to know what's crazy? Jody saw the middle part of it. Walked away again.
I know she did.
Walked away again. Like, I'm not doing this. You can't make me do it.
You can't make me do it. You won't make me do it. No.
No, just plain no. Do me a favor, folks. I got this going to help our road to recovery. If you can drop a donation there, that would be great. And all the efforts go to help my family. So does this effort right here. And we're doing one for pancan.org via Snowman's Pampered Chef Party. I got the read here in front of me and I nearly forgot it. Don't ask. And we're also going to give you some good behind the scenes stuff on our Patreon. Atlanta ball to begin the money period. Correction, Indiana ball to begin the money period. As Mitchell brings it up. Your lineup on the floor is Howard, Boston, Mitchell, Clark, and Hall. 3 guards for the Indiana Fever as they look to close this 11-point deficit. Out front, Mitchell, 10 to shoot. On the left side is Howard. Howard nearly dribbled the ball off her foot. Out front, Boston. Boston on the drive into the lane. Fakes, lean in, flip. Out! Rebound on the floor. Lexi Hall rescues possession. She'll take a 3 from the left wing. Got it! 76-68 and 9:25 left. But in the immortal words of the late great Jim Durham, you have to turn the screws defensively. Ryan Howard has it out front, guarded by Lexi Hall. Howard works off the screen from Gray. Now hands it to Walker Kimbrough or to Hillman. Hillman with a fadeaway shot. Yeah. 78-68, a minute gone in the BetUS.com money period. Caitlin Clark sitting on 19 points for the game. She has 8 assists as well. But as a team, Indiana has not been in this game. And that ball was kicked. Good job by Natasha Howard getting the offensive rebound. Lexi Hall raced out to the three-point line and banged one home. Now Clark has it in play, 10-point lead. Here comes Caitlin Clark on the drive right of the lane. Behind the back pass to Boston. Nearly lost it. Got it back. Lays it in. 8-point lead, 78-70. 8.5 minutes left. A lot of time to come back and get this one, and the fans starting to make noise. 17,174. Howard's 3 is off. Rebound chased down by Gray. Here comes Gray on the drive, right baseline. Spins and comes back out to Howard. Out front it comes to Hillman. On the left side is Powell holding and looking. Or Nia Coffey, I beg your pardon. Drops a bounce pass underneath to Jones. She goes up and lays it in. 80-70. Here's Clark with a long 3. Stop it!
And she does
You
it
have
again.
got to be shaving me with that shot. And now 17,174. Stand as one at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Jones on the right wing takes a three. Missed it. Long rebound to Howard. Hands to Caitlin Clark. Chased by Jones. 7:40 left. A three will lift the lid off this place. Caitlin Clark on the move. Had the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fever with 16 on the shot clock and 7:34 left in the game. I'm going to drink a lot of tea tomorrow. I'm just warning y'all. She hit that shot from like 33 feet.
Right.
In play to Lexi Hall. 22 points for Caitlin Clark. Matches her number. Not another one. Splash! It's a 4-point lead, 80-76. Timeout Atlanta. And Caitlin, that should have been an and one. Thinking about it. 80-76 Atlanta, 7:24 left in the money period. On your home for alternative play-by-play coverage of the Indiana Fever, Snowman Multimedia. Phew! I gotta take a breather. How does Stacey King put it? Give me the hot sauce.
Yep. When Kyle Korver was doing the damage.
Man. Who was the okay? Here's a question. Here's a question for you guys. A question for the chat. Men's or women's basketball, who was the first sharpshooter you took notice of?
Reggie Miller. Well, between Reggie Miller and Larry Bird, it's a toss-up.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, well, it's a toss-up between, for me, Larry Bird and John Paxson.
Right.
John Paxson was the first sharpshooter I heard of, and this is before he got traded to the Bulls. Because anyone remembers, Pax was with the San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Hammock says Keith Langford, former KU great. I can dig it. When they brought the 3-point field goal back to college basketball, the sharpshooter that got my attention was Keith Smart from Indiana. If you like what you hear, make sure you join the channel. Memberships are available for as low as $2.99. And for every membership, we have a special gift for you. Also, please, and I'll have this on my alerts for tomorrow's dual stream, please check out our Pampered Chef Party page on Facebook. Summer's here, and men, you know you want to grill, so we got some great products for you and some great recipes. Stick around. And the Panthers strike again. They now lead 2-0.
Oh, boy.
And an early score from OKC. It's Minnesota 10 and OKC 3. Gulp.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go indeed. It's a 4-point lead, 80-76. As Caitlin Clark has shot the Fever back into this game. Maya Caldwell did not give Caitlin Clark room to land, and Clark banged home a 3. But instead of complaining, she gets the crowd back up and into the game. All right, let's see if the Fever have a little bit of a closing kick. 7:15 left in the ball game. Out front, Brittney Griner over the top pass into Jones. Jones double team. Goes up, stripped, but a foul. Man, they came away with the ball before the foul was called, but a foul has been called. And the foul will be charged to Natasha Howard. Howard now has 4 fouls, only 6 points in the game after 13 on Saturday. Free throw good for Brianna Jones. The second attempt on the way, in and out, rebound Boston. Natasha Howard brings it up. I like the fact that Stephanie Way has multiple ball handlers on the floor just about on every possession, because the attention is going to be on Caitlin Clark, who has it right now out between the rings. But the bounce pass to Howard right of the key. Howard holds, Boston holds and looks. Out to Caitlin Clark. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Clark a deep 3, short, and nearly got the roll, didn't. Jones the rebound. Walker Kimbrough brings it across into the front court, angles right, now has it out front between the circles to Jones. Jones with a fake finds Ryan Howard. Howard leans over the dribble, attacks to the free throw line, has it back to Jones. Jones, double fake, travel. And now a chance to cut it to 3 or 2 with a long one for the Indiana Fever. The closest they've been is 2. That was at halftime. And now Caitlin Clark on the fly into the front court, drops a bounce pass to Howard, missed the layup, drew the foul. She'll shoot 2 with 6:17 left. You look up and Caitlin Clark is a blur. Now you got to take advantage and make your free throws. Natasha Howard to the free throw line. 81-76, the Atlanta Dream lead by 5. 6:17 remaining. The first one, no good, off the back of the rim. (81-76) our score remains as we approach 6 minutes for the ball game. 6:17 remaining. The second attempt off the back of the rim also, and Jones chases down the rebound. With an outlet pass to Ryan Howard with a wraparound dribble in the front court on the left side. On the right side is Walker Kimbrough. Low left, Jones. Jones backs in, fakes, reverse layup, good. That's Brittney Griner with the basket. I beg your pardon. 5:49 left, 7-point Atlanta lead. Indiana has not led in this ball game. Howard has it outside left. They're looking for help, and a foul called out front on Alicia Gray. Brittney Griner got the ball into the post against Howard and went to work immediately. Atlanta leads by 7 with 5:41 left. Even though Brittney Griner has been in the league for 12 years, she's still doing the doggone thing, and I love it. Wraparound dribble by Clark. Clark dumps a pass to Boston. Boston backs in on Griner. Backs in, fadeaway shot. Nope, foul called. And Aaliyah Boston shoots 2. Aaliyah Boston sitting on 21 points. Boston, 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists in the ball game. Boston's free throw. Yes. Now how big are those 2 missed free throws?
Very big.
Because now, instead of it being a 4-point game, it's a 6-point game with a free throw to come. Boston tries again. Yes. 83-78, 5-point lead, 5:25 left. You got to turn the screws defensively if you're Indiana. Howard across into the front court, leans over the dribble against Howard. Ryan Howard on the drive, stops right of the lane, comes back out front to Gray. Gray with a spin, 10-footer, got it. 85-78, right back comes Indiana, and Howard turns the ball over.
Oops.
15 for the Indiana Fever. DeWanna Bonner back in. And now they have it in the front court to Gray. Alicia Gray on the drive, left baseline, picks up her dribble, holds and looks. Gives it to Jones, but a timeout first. And we'll pause for this timeout. 4:51 remains in the contest. It's Atlanta 85 and Indiana 78. We're back in a few minutes.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Man, what you trying to do? What you trying to do with those commercials? What you trying to do with the commercials? Make people cry?
No. No.
Because every time I see that, it always makes the back of my eyes sting a little bit.
Mine too. 85-78 Atlanta. They lead by 7. They've led by as many as 13. Trying to protect the lead. Baseline right. They look to come in. They come into Jones underneath to Griner with a hook shot. Yep, you can't teach 6'8". Brittney Griner has kept the dream in front. 87-78 and 4:39 remaining. Out front to Aaliyah Boston. Boston hands it to Caitlin Clark. Lost the ball. Foul called. .433 left in the ball game. Clark to come in. Foul line extended left. Hands it in play to Mitchell. Back to Clark. On the drive to the hole. Had it blocked. It'll stay with the Fever. They'll have 10 to shoot. Been a rough night for Caitlin Clark and the Fever shooting tonight, but they're within 9 with 4:28 left. Underneath to Lexi Hall. That tip is tipped out of bounds. Now you got to bring it again. Baseline left. Kelsey Mitchell back in. DeWanna Bonner comes out. They underneath to Mitchell. She goes up. Nope. Foul called. She'll shoot 2. With 4:26 remaining. And you're right, Lerman. There's plenty of time for the Fever to come back and get this one, but you got to applaud Atlanta's defense and them taking advantage of opportunities, such as 15 turnovers.
Yes, indeed.
Kelsey Mitchell to the free throw line. 4:26 left. Mitchell's free throw. Yep. 87-79. Mitchell gets ready. The second free throw. Got it. 87-80. 7-point lead. 4:25 left. 3-possession game, but there's over 4 minutes remaining. Howard goes out front to Jones. Jones holds and looks. finds Gray over the top pass into Griner. Griner backs in on Boston with a fake fadeaway shot in the lane. Got it. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do and why they got her. 89-80. 4 minutes left. Clark across the timeline into the front court. Clark works off the double screen. Back to Mitchell on the right wing. She'll lift up a three. Splash! 6-point game, 89-83, and 3:48 left. Now the fans are looking to make some noise as they stand in unison. Gray flies in the front court. Backs up on the dribble. Finds Ryan Howard. Howard turned this game around in the second half with 3 consecutive threes to open the third period. That's why Atlanta is in front. Here's Howard with a fake. Foul line jump. Rebound tip. Howard has it. Ahead to Clark. 3:20 remaining. Caitlin Clark on the fly. Lost the ball. Able to get it back. Clark backs in. Now comes back outside. Over the top pass to Boston. Back to Clark on the right wing. She'll step back for 3. Long rebound chased down by Jones. 3 minutes left. In the front court is Gray. Gray leans over the dribble, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell with a scissor dribble off to the right. She'll lift up a long 3. That's off the back of the rim, and Howard will let it go out of bounds. Indiana with possession with 2:53 left. Phew. Good Lord, this has been a crazy comeback attempt for the Indiana Fever, but it shows what kind of competition that they have with a bullseye on their back. Boston has it out front, hands to Howard. Howard on the drive, fadeaway shot left of the lane. Nope. Rebound comes down to Brittney Griner. Ahead to Ryan Howard. Howard pushes off on Lexi Mitchell. Nothing called. Finds Walker Kimbrough for 3. That's no good. And the rebound taken down by the Indiana Fever, but a foul called with 2:25 left. And Natasha Howard is back to the free throw line. You got to make your free throws here if you're going to have a chance to come back and get this one. Howard is 0 for 4 from the line, 0 for 2 from the line tonight. First free throw, no good. Barely hit the front, barely nicked the front of the rim. 2:25 left, 89-83, Atlanta by 6. Second free throw, short of the rim again. Jones tips the rebound to herself. And we get a loose ball foul against Lexi Hall. Opportunities keep going by the boards for the Indiana Fever, and they're staring their first loss in the face.
Yep.
That'll send us to a timeout. 2:22 remaining in the ball game. Atlanta has been in control, and they lead by 6, 89-83. We're back in a moment.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Atlanta ball up 6 and 2:22 remaining in the ball game. They'll have the ball moving left to right as they have it in play to Walker Kimbrough. Caitlin Clark gets her defensively, but Kimbrough beats the pressure across into the front court. Walker Kimbrough works off the Jones screen. Jones has it out front. Over the top into Griner. Griner fakes. Turnaround shot. Short. Rebound tip. Clark trying to save. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Indiana. It'll stay with Atlanta, I beg your pardon. With 2:07 left.
So
10th offensive rebound of the night for the Atlanta Dream.
Several times they had a chance to hit the ball away, and it just isn't falling for them.
They have it in play to Gray. 10 to shoot. 2:02 left. Gray over the top to Jones. Back into Griner. Right baseline. Griner with a fake. A right-hand hook. In and out. Rebound Howard. Chance to make it a 4-point game with 1:50 remaining. I posed a trivia question a long time ago. Here's Clark on the fly. Reverse layup. Good. 27 for Caitlin Clark. It's a 4-point lead. 89-85. Now, can you get a defensive stop? Here's Ryan Howard on the drive to the left baseline. Comes out for three. An air ball.
Oh.
And Howard saves it. Now you got to go with 90 seconds left. It's a 4-point lead, 1:25 remaining. Here's Clark at the free throw line. Drops it to Howard. It's in. 2-point game.
Oh, boy.
8 assists now for Caitlin Clark. 1:21 left, and Atlanta wants time. 89-87.
They're gonna have to try and slow down Indiana, because once that tempo comes up, it's gonna be a murder.
I posed a question: which current WNBA player is the only player in men's or women's college basketball to be named most outstanding player of the Final Four 4 consecutive times? The answer, Breanna Stewart. We'll stay right here. 1:21 left in the ball game. It's Atlanta 89 and Indiana 87. AB Media says, go Fever. Yes, indeed. That's the team I'm covering this year, and that's the team I love to cover. We got 82 folks watching overall, 46 on the YouTube side. Frank Mason. Shut up, Blake.
Yeah.
End of the first period in Carolina. Panthers 2, Canes 1. That's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. And I thought, well, every game, I think, in the West Final is going to be low-scoring. 27 points for Caitlin Clark, 11 assists. She has 5 rebounds. She's 5 of 11 from three-point land. So she begins her season with a triple-double and now a double-double to back it up. But this is the end where the Indiana Fever has got to do it. They've got to turn the screws defensively. They're working on a 7-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes. We have not had a tie, nor has Indiana been in front. Howard to pull the trigger. Foul line extended right. Looking over the top into Jones. Jones with a fresh 24. Jones backs in. Fakes on Howard. Goes up. Had it blocked. Travel. A travel has been called with 1:16 left. And time has been called on the floor with 1:16 remaining. This might go under review. Might being the operative word. Indiana calls the time. No, it won't. Indiana called the timeout. And now a chance for our first tie of the game, or for the Indiana Fever to get their first lead. I take that back. We've had one tie in the game, and that was tied 2 apiece, and Indiana has led when they scored the first bucket of the game, 2-0. We haven't had any kind of change in scores since then. It's been all Atlanta. The Fever are on a 7-0 run with 1:16 left. Can they complete the comeback and climb the mountain? Let's see what happens. And you looking ahead, it feels like Indiana can get a 2-for-1, or get the last shot of the game. Full court pressure shown by Atlanta. They have it in play to Caitlin Clark. Let's see if the Fever can get the tie. They look for the tie or the lead on this possession. They go to Boston at the top of the circle, working her way to the right. Now finds Mitchell on the fly. Lefty scoop. Yes, we're tied.
Uh-oh.
89 all. A minute to go. Hold on to your seats, folks. There's turbulence in Indianapolis. Howard has it out front. Howard backs up on the dribble out near the timeline, works off the gray screen. Howard on the drive to the right, picks up her dribble, finds Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough on the drive into the lane, shoots it up. Nope. And what do we got? We got a rebound by Howard. Indiana looks for the lead. 35 seconds left. Caitlin Clark on the fly, a wraparound dribble. 18-footer short. Lexi Hall the rebound. Out front to Caitlin Clark. They'll play it for 1. 10 on the clock. Caitlin Clark on the approach, drops it for Boston on the drive into the lane, had a shot blocked, foul called, and Aaliyah Boston shoots 2.
Uh-oh.
With 21.7 left. Even if you make both or at least one, you give Atlanta the chance to win the game.
Yep.
And the shot clock is off.
I mean, they can take as much time as they want.
They can burn the clock. They can burn the clock all the way down. $89 apiece, 21.7 left. And yes, Ryan, they're running a fever. You better stay there too. Aaliyah Boston is 5 for 5 from the line tonight. The first one, 21.7 left. Atlanta 89 and the Fever 89. What a comeback for the Indiana Fever from 13 down. And now they'll play a little offensive-defensive switch as Caitlin Clark goes out. The second attempt on the way. Good. 90-89. Indiana by 1. 21.7 left. They have it in play to Ryan Howard. Count it down with us. 16, 15. Howard across the timeline into the front court. Howard on the approach with a wraparound dribble. Gets to the free throw line. Lean in, flip. Nope, foul called. And Ryan Howard shoots 2 with 9.7 left. Both teams are in the bonus. So now, what if they make both? Indiana gets a shot to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
What a comeback. And what a ball game. That foul is charged to Kelsey Mitchell. And 17,000 hooted up. And Ryan Howard shoots in the silencer. 90 apiece. Caitlin Clark back in. Offensive, defensive switch. Atlanta has no timeouts. The second attempt, good. And now neither has Indiana as they'll spend their final timeout. With 9.7 left. Holy cow. Hold on to your seats, kids. 9.7 left. Indiana with the ball, down 1. And again, I'll go back to a question I asked earlier in the night. How big are all those missed free throws for the Indiana Fever? Now they look to bring it in. They have it underneath to Howard. Her shot's blocked on the floor. Howard right baseline jump. And the rebound comes down to Nia Coffey, and that will be your ball game. Oh, baby.
So close.
Oh, baby. What a ball game. What a ball game. Indiana led early. Atlanta led most of the way. And it was a defensive stop that won the game for the Atlanta Fever. The final, Atlanta 91 and the Indiana Fever 90. Each team is now 1-1 on the year.
So close, too.
Woo, baby.
Atlanta breathes a sigh of relief.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. Shoo. Well, can't get them all. But what a game.
Yep. They made a game
What
out of
a
it.
game. The final score one more time. The Atlanta Dream 91 and the Indiana Fever 90. My goodness. I gotta catch my breath. Quite the barn burner indeed. You better believe it. You better believe it. All right, we'll pause here. We'll take a quick peek at Oklahoma City, who trails by 3 at the end of 1 in that game. I had to catch my breath.
Yes.
Final one more time. Atlanta 91, the Indiana Fever 90. We're back with some bonus coverage after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer's fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
You ever had something planned and the Panthers are up 3-1 quarter of the way through the second period? Oh, damn. You ever had something planned and your body just says,
Yes. Poor Blake.
Poor Blake, which means we're going to hear it tomorrow, probably.
Oh, yes. Yes, we are.
We're going to hear it tomorrow. Oh, my gracious.
Oh, yes, we are.
Can I breathe now?
Yes, you can.
Woo.
I know the Atlanta
I
Dream.
knew what stress I was getting myself into when I started my career 30 years ago.
Right.
But these kind of games still get me.
That was a great game, man.
That was a terrific game. That was a terrific game. I applaud both teams. What a game. What a game. 91-90, your final. Oh, hope you enjoyed it, folks, as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I had planned to do some extra coverage, especially with the East final starting right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers are up 3-1, and of course, a former New Jersey Devil scores to put the Cats up 2. AJ Greer. Oh boy, which means we'll hear it from Ryan tomorrow because he's a Devils fan. Oh man, oh man. I'm gonna breathe now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'll wait until after halftime. What a game. What a game. But if I can point to something that cost Indiana this game, missed free throws.
Yeah, especially
Actually,
towards the end.
Missed free throws and turnovers.
Yep.
Turnovers killed them. And yet they were right there in the game with a chance to win. That's the kind of team I love watching. That's how the Bulls built their dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
They had so many close calls.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah. That's okay. That is all right. We picked up 4 new subscribers tonight.
Nice.
Cool. Thank you all. Thank you all. I appreciate you very, very much. And I think I'm going to go drop like a rock.
Understandable.
The only thing I got in this setup is my baseball closing. So why don't you take us through the Major League Baseball scoreboard before we get out of here tonight?
All right. That means that you want a Snowman SeatGeek scoreboard update. Let's go ahead and hurry up and get into the NBA scores today. Yes, this scoreboard update is brought to you by SeatGeek. You know how to use that code Snowman.
And you get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
We saw
around the baseball horn with Victor.
We start at the end of 7. Yankees leading the Rangers 3-0. The Astros are blanking the Rays, and we are at the top of the 8th, 2-0. The Blue Jays have beating the Padres 3-0. They moved to the 9th inning. In the middle of the 6th inning, we have the Brewers leading over the Orioles 3-0. The White Sox and the Mariners have just started. They're knotted up at 0. The Tigers over the Cardinals in the top of the 7th, 4-3. Top of the 3rd, we're in Colorado, where the Phillies are beating the Rockies 3-0. Game still on the docket. The Royals will be taking on the Giants. The Angels taking on the A's of Oakland, and the Diamondbacks are taking on the Dodgers. That's at 9:10.
Phew. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. And I'm going to bed because I got to be up in the morning to make some graphics to improve our show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna have the strength to do extra coverage tonight. That Indiana Fever Atlanta Dream game wore me out.
Yes, indeed.
Wore me out. But applause to both teams. What a game. 91-90, your final. And since Victor did a baseball update, we're going to do a baseball closing. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Victor, for riding to the rescue, for helping me out.
No problem.
I appreciate you. I love you guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more coverage of basketball, baseball, and all the stuff we do on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Machine. Good night and God bless everybody.